right, good afternoon, everybody. Today is Friday, the 1st of May, 2020. It's International Workers' Day, or May Day for some countries, especially those within the British Commonwealth. And for us today, it's the day when we're going to move on to the section of us getting our grades in that is called extra credit. As you know, we've been testing over the last 3 weeks, and what has happened is that something that's supposed to last 2 weeks, where we give you a whole week to do the test, portion of the test, some people still haven't submitted even part one. Some people haven't submitted even part two. And however, we can't hold on and wait for those people forever, so we got to go ahead and put the grades in for those of you who did the work. Now, today, we're going to be starting off by saying to you that the extra credit is going to be very, very simple, utilizing technology that you're accustomed to using on a daily basis. And since we want to look into the future, I can tell you this. For your extra credit, you can create a video, no less than 1 minute, no more than 2 minutes. And in that video, you can discuss how you plan to spend your summer holidays, how you plan to remain safe from the coronavirus, and how you plan to be a better student in the school year 2020-2021. That's basically it. Again, you can make a video no less than 1 minute, no more than 2 minutes, discussing how you plan to spend your summer holidays, how you plan to remain safe from the coronavirus, and how you plan to be a better student in the school year 2020-2021. Now, the grading is going to be extremely relaxed. For this extra credit, we want to give you grades as follows. If you make the basic effort and you do a compact recording of 60 seconds, that's going to be 70 points. Now, what do we mean by compact recording? We mean you're not wasting time on the video for 60 seconds saying looking up in space and allowing time to just flow by, and then at the end of 60 seconds say the end. If you give very little, you're going to get very little. If you give a lot, you're going to get a lot. So if you make basic effort and it's compact, you're going to get, and it reaches 60 seconds, you're going to get 70 points. Now, if you put in some fair effort and it's compact recording for 80 seconds, you get 80 points. And if you make a good effort and it's compact recording for 90 seconds, you get 90 points. And very lastly, if it's very good effort and it's compact recording for 120 seconds, you get 100 points. Now, can you go over 120 seconds? Of course. But can you go less than a minute? No. Now, here's the good news. You can do this either as an individual, or you can do this in groups of 4 or 5 students if you are taking steps to ensure social distancing and to make sure you take whatever other precautions to prevent yourself from getting the coronavirus. So you can either make an individual video, or you can get some of your classmates who are in the same period with you, and you can make a video with them. However you do it, it must show some amount of creativity. It must show some amount of focus on the 3 areas that we want you to focus on, which includes how you plan to spend your holiday, how you plan to remain safe during the summertime that's coming up from the coronavirus, and lastly, what are your plans when you come back to school in terms of being a better student? What can you do? Do you plan to read more? Do you plan to write more? Do you plan to join a club? Do you plan to start a club? What do you plan to do when you come back that's going to bring more value to your education here and hopefully make you a better human being? That's what we want to know. And honestly, for something like this, we would normally ask people to do this for like 4 or 5 minutes. But because this is our first video exercise that we're giving you to do, we decided to keep it at a very, very short recording, 2 minutes, 120 seconds. And I promise you, if you think about it, sit and put some thought into it, maybe sit and plan it for maybe half an hour to an hour, 120 seconds will fly by. You're now getting started. You're now getting warmed up. So take your time, plan your work, and see what you can do. Aside from that, some of you may have been looking at your semester 1 grades, and some of you may have done well and others might not have done so well. Then we're now in the second semester where we have 3 cycles. We've completed cycle 1, we've completed cycle 2, and now we are in the ending phase of cycle 3. This is where you need to make sure that everything that you've been working on in terms of getting to a passing grade is done. And therefore, this kind of playing around where about 20% of you are not doing the work on time or even submitting the work, this is where you need to take this very seriously. I'm not accepting excuses. There's no excuse under the sun based on all the accommodations we've made for you at this school that you cannot get a passing grade of 70 or 75. So be careful, put a lot of effort into your work, and until next time, I'm looking forward to you doing your work and submitting it to me. Bye-bye.